What's up everyone? So I get asked this question a lot and today I'm going to talk about it. What are my favorite places in the villages? The reason why I don't typically talk about this is because I don't live in the villages yet. I'm going to talk about why I love these places. So I am an outdoor person. I love nature. I love to exercise outside. I ride my bike. I run. Okay, so I never do this, but I had to do a cut in here only because I went back to pull drone footage from last year for these videos. And if you have watched my previous videos, I probably look like I don't like the outdoors or exercising. Anyway, back to the video. If you've watched videos before of mine, you probably have seen before that I do triathlons, Ironman, half Ironmans, things like that. So that's what I'm basing this off of. Outdoor recreation, ease of access to all areas, specifically Brownwood Square because that's my favorite. Ease of access to the Turnpike or I-75 because I still like to go places and do things like that. So bike trails, entertainment, things like that. So entertainment wise, obviously I think Brownwood is probably the best square in my opinion. Lake Sumter would be a close second, and then Spanish Springs would be coming up in the third area of that. They have done some improvements in Spanish Springs. It's not that I don't like Spanish Springs Square, it's just third on my list based off of what they have surrounding. I think Lake Sumter offers the most out of any of the squares, but Brownwood is just my favorite overall. So the closeness to that, and I'm going to break them down from 5 all the way to number 1. So number 5, I'm going to go with Fenney. The reason I chose Fenney as number 5 is it's south of 44, it's south of Warm Springs, but the ease of getting to Brownwood by golf cart is it's about probably 10 minutes, if that, to go. It's a straight shot through DeLuna and then over the bridge by golf cart to Brownwood Square. Number 4 is St. Catherine. Now this is close because I really enjoy the other places, but St. Catherine has the bike trail all the way around the outside. It's going to have the Azelle Rec Center right there. You're going to have the Aviary Rec Center across the road. You're going to have in St. Catherine, you also have the like the Town Rec Center. I don't know what they call it, but the Azelle Rec Center in Sawgrass Grove is actually kind of like a square. It's going to be a smaller square, and the reason why St. Catherine isn't just a little bit higher on my list is because we don't really know what exactly it's going to look like when Sawgrass Grove does open. We know that they're going to have live entertainment, but we don't know how. Is it going to be every night? Is it going to be as good as the squares? It's going to be overcrowded. Golf is close, which is a perk. They have the bike trails around, like I said, but we're just not sure what Sawgrass Grove is going to look like once it's done with the outdoor market or indoor market and all that stuff. Number 3, Bradford. 1 village north of St. Catherine, closer to the Chitty Chatty Bridge, closer to getting over into Brownwood, and you also have the Azelle Rec Center on the southern side. Bike trails again all along the outside, access to St. Catherine, access to Chitty Chatty, which brings me to number 2, Chitty Chatty. Chitty Chatty would be my top, but I don't think it has as much as my number 1. So bike trails around, bike trails into Bradford. The bridge is right there across 44. I love the Chitty Chatty area. I love the people in the Chitty Chatty area. Number 2. Hawkins is my number 1. Number 1 is Hawkins. The reason why number 1 is Hawkins is you can go north over Chitty Chatty, or right now you can go west, and because St. John and Richmond is not built up. The golf cart path is really clear and open, and it's fast, and it's 10 minutes to Brownwood either way through Hawkins. And Hawkins has access to the Azell Rec Center. You have access to the golf courses, Sawgrass Grove golf courses when they're there, Southern Oaks. It's just, you also are going to have access to the medical center south of the turnpike. You're going to have access to the Continuing the Dream, which is going to be south of the turnpike. Hawkins is, I would say, has the possibility of being the center of the new villages once they finish Continuing the Dream. Apparently south of 44 it's going to be just as big as everything north of 44. So with that being said, I would say Hawkins is probably that central hub for where everything kind of is going to run through. They used to say it was Brownwood, but now with Continuing the Dream going on, I'm going to say Hawkins, and it's probably going to move south later on as the villages keeps growing, because you know they're going to. It'll be interesting to see. Those are my top 5. Tell me what your top 5 are in the comments. I'd like to see that, and thanks for watching. As always, we will see you in the next one.